All right, we are live. Oh. Oh my God. There we go.
It's live right now.
Yeah, it's live. I'm just trying to. This came off.
Okay, are we ready?
Do you want to give it a minute or no?
We'll give it one more minute.
Okay. I like your hair, Kristen. That's right. I can't keep my hands straight to do it that way.
I went to get my hair done yesterday, but she ran out of time because I had to get home for the bus.
Oh.
And it's like a newer salon, so they like to do like pictures and video of it all styled.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm just gonna throw it in a braid and you have to come back today. So I have to go back and then she'll do it.
Okay, good morning. I'm going to call the meeting to order at 9:30. We are going to go over the meeting minutes by Katya.
Like, where did I put this? I cleaned up. My bad. Okay, so our last meeting was September 8th. That was our evening meeting in the cafeteria here at Slatington. We had 7 viewers on Facebook for that meeting, so thank you for those of you who joined us that way, as well as our board was present and 2 other members present at the meeting. Rebecca gave us the treasurer's report. She had separated that into 2 different sections because we had a change in our bank account due to the application of the 501c3. Long story short, our beginning balance was $23,352.82 from the July 1st period, and our ending balance was $17,544.73. We shared some information for our new members, introduced our officers, talked about how you can find out information from the PTO and interact with us, and how you can volunteer for different things throughout the year. Our new business was the ice cream social. That was to be held on September 10th. We did that. It was great. The booster fundraiser, which began September 23rd, and we held our events October 4th and 5th. And the Sweet Fundraising Solutions, which was to begin on October 18th originally. We also discussed Halloween Costume Book Bingo, which will be held on October 20th, and our Fall Festival at Peters, which is October 22nd. Then during open discussion, Mr. Briner talked about the rescheduling of Meet the Teacher Night at Slatington for 4th through 6th grades, which had to be rescheduled due to, was it the hurricane day?
Yeah.
Due to a hurricane for September 15th. It was a pretty short, sweet, and to-the-point meeting because we didn't have a whole lot to talk about. So, and the meeting was adjourned, and that was the end of that.
Okay, next up will be our treasure report from Rebecca.
I think we need to get Mr. Briner
I know.
here.
I know.
Costume.
So today, Mr. Briner is going to be dressed as his duty of winning the $15,000. He is just as a retro, funky gym person.
Right, it's just my Sunday attire is what I came in.
All right. So I have the treasurer's report for this month. Our beginning balance was $17,544.73. At this time, we had a lot of funding in from Booster, At this particular time, we have raised $24,312.13. That is minus the expenses that we had, which were like the principal's costumes. We provided lunch both days for the volunteers and breakfast for the second day. We also had a $200 deposit for our Rita's Dine and Donate. We had $569 in student support and activities. We didn't spend anything for teacher support activities. Staff appreciation, we had 2 this month. One was principal appreciation and the other one was custodian?
Yes.
Custodian appreciation. So we had $152.12 in expenses. And then for PTO general expenses, $6.36. So our starting total again was $17,544.73. And after deposits and expenses, our balance is now $41,748.70. Basically what this means is that we can do field trips in the spring.
Yay, thank you all.
And that's the end of the treasurer's report.
Okay, I'm going to talk about old business. I'm going to go over Booster a little bit. Again, I want to thank everyone for supporting us this year. It truly was a successful event. I'm going to quickly go over the numbers. Currently, as of yesterday, we are at $24,352. There are currently outstanding money owed of $274. So if we would happen to get that money owed, that would bring us to $24,800. So it would be just $200 shy of our goal of $25,000. So again, I mean, I am blown away by everyone's contribution, and we greatly appreciate you, and the students, thank you also. Next up, sweet fundraisers. Like Katya said, it started on Friday. It's gonna go until October 22nd, and pickup will be on November 17th here at Slatington Elementary in the bus loop. Next up is our first of the year.
Hold on. As far as pickup goes for that, the exact times will be posted on Facebook.
I thought 5 to 7 is what I know.
Last year I think we did 5:30. We
Okay.
can do 5.
That's what I wrote somewhere on my notes.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
But they will be posted on Facebook, so like make sure you show up to get your stuff, because the days after that are half days here at the school for the parent teacher conferences. So it's kind of our only opportunity for pickup.
And they're perishable.
Yes.
And we're gonna have our own foods that we're getting ready for Thanksgiving for. We don't all have room in our freezers.
I mean, let's be real honest. If my husband gets a deer, I don't even know where I'm putting my own orders.
Okay, next up, next week, we have our first Halloween costume book bingo that will be held here at Slatington Elementary in the cafeteria. Doors open at 5:45, bingo will be at 6:15. It is again a book bingo. Prizes will be books, and we will have a few raffle baskets. We are also recommending, kids come in their Halloween costumes. It'll be a fun time. We're excited to start doing bingos again. And we are also still looking for 3 volunteers for that day. So if anyone is interested, please reach out to one of our board members to let us know if you're willing to help.
Including a bingo caller. We need a bingo caller. I know some of you out there in the community have experience with calling bingo at various fire halls and events. You guys are great bingo callers. Maybe you would like to come call bingo for the elementary kids. It would be great fun.
And it's quick. It's not, it's 2 hours tops. Next up, next Friday at Peters, we will be having our fall festival. The kids normally in the past have gone to a pumpkin patch, and the pumpkin patch we used has now closed down, so we've been providing pumpkins for the kids. This year, the PTO was asked also to take over the festival. So we will be in charge of all the games and activities that the kids do that day. We are also still looking for 2 more volunteers from that. The hours are from about 9 to
12.
no, it's longer than that.
No, I need 1 volunteer for the morning and 1 for the afternoon. If you're able to do the whole day, then I really only need 1 volunteer. But so it would be from 9 to 12 or from 12 to 3. Yeah, I need 1 for each time slot. So 2 people or just 1 person. It would make everyone's lives a lot easier if we could get that filled.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, that's all of the old business. New business, we are getting very close to the holiday season, and with the way things are back ordered or not in stock, I would like to propose ordering holiday gifts next week already. So if we have any ideas for the gifts for this year, I'd like the decision to be made by next Friday, which is October 20th. I would like to throw out there this year about doing t-shirts for the students. If anyone has any other ideas, like I said, October 20th, I need a decision by. Next up is Gertrude Hawk. I had the email sent to me. We just need to confirm the dates. This year, Easter is on April 17th. So our options are, we have it to them February 21st, delivery March 14th. Have it to them February 28th, delivery March 21st. Have it to them March 7th, to us March 28th. To them March 14th, to us April 4th. To me, it makes sense to do the last one,
Yes.
March 14th to April 4th. I just need to make sure that's good with everybody else.
I think that eliminates potential snowstorm hazards as much as possible too.
Right.
Because
Okay.
we live in the great state of Pennsylvania. The prize of the March storm. So
If it ends on March 14th, when does it start?
I think it's 2 weeks.
Okay.
I don't have that answer. I
Okay.
can double check my email once we're done here.
Okay.
I will get that for you though.
So delivery would be April 4th.
Yeah, we have to have it to them by March 14th, and then delivery would be April 4th. The week of April 4th.
And pickup would be here at Slatington again. We are hopefully never ever picking up in my driveway ever again.
Next up, we, as the school district PTO, got a nice donation from, it's called Chevy Gives Back. It is through Chevy and Renchlers. They are donating $1,000 to our teachers. The money must be used for the teachers. So it's $1,000 that we would generally, divide by 2, 500 to each school. The check most likely is going to be donated to us during our book bingo. Renchlers and the principals will be there to receive the check. It will be one of those big fake checks they give, and we'll have some photo ops. Now, as far as the use of the donation, I have a side note on this. I was approached by Miss Stubitz. They have a new program. I'm sorry, I just have to go on my phone to get the email pulled up. She is now in a part of the technology integration specialist, her and Miss Dunham. They are working with the teachers in all 4 buildings to get them excited to be internet friendly, I guess is the word I want to use. Correct me if I'm wrong, because you know more than I know.
Yeah, so their roles are the tech integration specialists. So essentially, they are helping teachers integrate technology in all different facets, in all different grades, in many different ways, shapes, and forms. So they work individually or in groups or I'm not exactly sure what
Right.
she reached out to
Okay.
you for. But
So she reached out to me because they were able to get Olay products donated to them. But for them to continue this opportunity, they are in need of funding for future prizes. They were hoping that the PTO would sponsor our teachers' incentive programs for this year. If we limit it to all gifts at the maximum of $25 to 4 teachers each month, they would like us to donate to them $800 to continue this program for the rest of the year. Now, that being said, because we are PTO of just Peters and Slatington, this money would also be going to middle school and the high school teachers. It's not for just our 2 schools. So that's where it's a little finicky donating this, because I'm thinking, right away this $1,000 instead of us, figuring out where to go, where to budget it. This is something I feel like we could help her with this $1,000 that we weren't expecting.
Right.
I just, like I said, I told her I would bring it up at the PTO meeting and we would talk about it and get input from you guys.
Yes. Right now,
Is anyone against donating the $1,000 to the teachers?
I think that $1,000 allows us to do 5 teachers a month instead of 4.
Right.
If that was within their
So
scope
that would
of-
be 4 or 5 teachers a month throughout the entire district.
Correct.
Yeah, I know last month, Mrs. Sager
Right.
was one of the recipients. I wasn't familiar with who the other teacher was that they posted about
It
on
was,
Twitter.
yeah, I think it was a middle school teacher.
Okay.
I mean, in theory, I don't really have a problem with it since, the elementary students will at some point be middle school
And
and high
that's
school
exactly
students.
what I had said to Rebecca.
I mean, it's like providing something for them as well when they move up. So theoretically, I don't have a problem with it. I don't know if anyone out there in Facebook land has a problem with it.
Yeah, there's 11 of you watching, so if anyone is objecting to us giving the $1,000 to all 4 all 4 school districts, school buildings, can you say yay or nay? If
I mean,
What
we want feedback from you guys. Like, do you have a problem with the elementary school PTO donating money that would go to teachers in all 4 schools as opposed to just Peters and Slatington?
The other thing is this donation has to be used for teachers.
Yes.
We can't use it for anything else. And as treasurer, it makes my life easier to have $1,000 come in and have $1,000 go out, and not having to keep track of exactly
Right.
where it's being used and how, or banking it and saving it for an additional teacher thing that we have to come up with. Perfect timing for Miss Students.
I can't.
But no one's saying any. I don't have any. I
They're
have
just watching.
yeah,
Okay.
No one's commenting.
I mean, then I would say, as a board, we just simply vote on it.
So I vote yes.
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 And Kristen Garrison was not able to be here today, so she is abstaining from this vote.
So Miss Students and Miss Dunham, I know you're not watching, but you just got yourselves $1,000. I will email you this afternoon. Next up, no problem at all. I think it's a wonderful thing to do. Okay with me since it's going to the teachers. Because remember, we are delayed, so they might only.
Oh
be,
yeah, we forgot about the lag. We're sorry.
So yes, 2 people watching said yes. All right. Next up is another yay. Okay.
Okay.
I was approached by some of the teachers at Peters that they are in desperate need of playground. I don't want to say equipment, but needs. Activities for the kids. They need balls desperately, chalk, and anything the kids can do besides being on the actual playground equipment. I did go on to Dick's Sporting Goods and ask them for a donation. I was declined. So it's up to us if we would like to pursue buying balls and chalk for the grades.
So, what do we have do we have something in our yearly budget that this would fall under, or?
So I set aside $500 for each school as a discretionary fund for requests like these. So I don't have a problem with the balls and the chalk and everything being purchased out of that discretionary account.
The only thing Rebecca is asking is if one teacher from each grade can just like send us an email, we would like
Yep.
balls. So she has record, that's what
Yep.
we gave
I want
that for.
to make sure that we are being transparent about how, because it is a discretionary fund, how it's being used, and I want written requests from the people who are, asking us to use that so that we can make sure that we're not giving more money to one grade or one school than the other. Not more than one school because it's only $500, but I just don't want all the requests in writing. That's how most organizations do donation requests, especially if it's outside of like the written budget. So
what I'm going to do is email one teacher from each grade and say, we were looking to purchase this, whatever, so.
Well, I think we have to be, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna write you back, yes.
Right.
yeah,
Which isn't really a written request.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, as far as I understand it, there's kind of a teacher from each grade that's sort of in charge of always contacting the PTO for things and stuff. I don't know if they actually pick one or if they just sort of,
Yeah.
But if they could actually, I think you need to email them and say, could you please email us a written request for our records of what kind of additional playground supplies your grade needs so that we can provide them for you.
Right. That's, yeah.
That way you're going to get our grade needs da 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 da.
Correct. Okay, moving on, we would like to show appreciation to our principals. It is Principal Month. Unfortunately, Mr. Schneiderite is not here today. He had a training meeting out in Schnecksville, but Mr. Briner is here. Do you want to?
Oh, Mr. Briner, this is for you. This is from us at the PTO. We have one for Mr. Schneiderite too. And I actually found this while I was cleaning up the other day. Last year, we asked the teachers to write little prompts and stuff for principal appreciation. And I have this whole stack from, some of it's from Mrs. Bayshore's class last year. I don't know what happened to it. It's just loose paper. So I had a report cover and I stuck it in there and I had to give this to Mr. Schneiderite with his card, but it's from last year.
That's awesome, but we know you're new and it's a lot of overwhelming stuff going on right now, but we just wanted to let you know that everything you're doing so far is phenomenal and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Facebook man.
No.
Much appreciated. Not needed, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Next up, I was approached by a manager of Subway. When she saw that we did a dine and donate for Rita's, she had said, we will more than willing to also do it for you. So we will be having another dine and donate at Subway here in Walnutport. That will be on November 15th, and that will also be an all-day event. So if anyone teacher-wise stops in before work, wants to grab a hoagie, wants to grab breakfast, and then obviously at nighttime, if you want to go out for dinner and not have to. Oh, Mr. Schneider said thank you, ladies, for the gift.
Oh.
My old eyes cannot read the comments from here.
Yeah, that's
I'm
why
like,
I
I can't. Hold on, let me get my glasses.
So again, November 15th, that's a Monday night, Subway Dine and Donate. Flyers will go home in the mail.
Yeah. Home with your kid.
Oh yeah.
We're not mailing anything there.
Yeah.
That is something actually that please make sure you guys are checking the blue folders that your kids bring home every day. I think teachers probably wouldn't mind us reminding you to do that as well. There is a keep at home side. All of these PTO things are always in the keep at home side, unless it's something that you actually have to return to school. But make sure you're checking these folders because that's where you're getting all your information from the PTO. You're getting a ton of information from the schools. And they also aren't going to last all year if they're stuffed full of like 4 months worth of papers.
Okay, next new business is, it's quite a while away, but we just wanted to throw it out there. We are again doing the holiday scavenger hunt, and that also comes with prizes. Last year we did a 50 for first place and then 2 25s for second and third. Because we have to have it in our budget, we just want to make sure, is that the amounts that we want to do again, or do we want to do something totally different as the prizes for this holiday scavenger hunts?
I'm fine with it. That's what I budgeted it.
I mean, I feel like that's the easiest solution.
Okay.
I know last year we just did the like monetary amounts because it was really difficult to do anything else. But I also think it's okay to just sometimes have a prize for something be something monetary. And if that's what we have budgeted, then we'd have to go out and find like prizes of equal value. And I think this is just easier. And I don't think any parent's going to complain that their kid won a gift card.
Perfect. And then the last new business is the family directory, and Rebecca will talk about that.
All right. So, in the first day of school paperwork that came home, everybody in K through 3 received a sign-up form for our family directory, which is new this year. I have gotten a ton of responses. I'm in the upper 200s, I think. So I'm working on getting that together. I think, were there any stray forms when you stopped? Okay, so, and there's none here, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I should be able to start formatting that into an actual directory that can be sent home.
Paper form.
Yeah, in a paper form. We are not having a digital copy of this at all for privacy reasons. We cannot email it. I'm not making it available online. It is strictly a paper copy. At the bottom of the sign-up form was a little checkbox that said, please check here if you would like a copy sent home with you. So we do have several sign-up forms that did not have that checked. If it is checked, they get first priority on receiving them. And we can always put on Facebook, family directories went home. If you don't get one, I don't have a problem with you posting on, replying on Facebook or sending us an email or whatever and saying, hey, listen, I didn't get one. Can you send me one? I'm totally fine with that. It's open to everybody. In K through 3, we are not distributing the directory to 4 through 6. And I did get some sign-up forms for families who have multiple kids in different grades, and so the entire family was on there. Those older children were not included in the directory, just the ones in K through 3. So I hope I should be able to have it sent out by the end of the month. What I need to do is look at what it's going to cost to print them, because I think we're going to have to take it to Staples. So I'll look at that, and then I will bring it up, and we can vote on making sure the amount is fine to spend.
Will there be a copy in each office or anything along those lines, or?
I hadn't planned on it.
Okay.
I don't have a problem giving extra copies to the secretaries in case parent stops in and says I didn't get one. We do have a couple where you have a kid in first and in third, so you'll just get one copy. There are some where it's we need 2 copies because we're a 2 household family. I don't have a problem sending home 2 copies for that, and a lot of you that needed that indicated that on the form. So
And just in case anyone was curious, the reason 4 through 6 are not on this is because we kind of figured by that age, they pretty much know everybody. A lot of them have their own ways of contacting each other and their friends and families. By then, parents have gotten to know other parents. So we just figured it was a bit redundant for kids at that age level. However, if you are new to the district and your child doesn't know a whole lot of people, feel free to reach out to the PTO. We'll help you get in touch with people. It's not like, oh, we don't care about you at all. But we just figured it didn't seem very productive to do that for the older kids where most of them already have their own phone and whatnot.
So, so that's my update on the family directory.
Okay, we're gonna go to open discussion. I know there's a little bit of a delay on your end, so if you guys have anything that you would like to talk about or suggest, I'm gonna give you a few minutes. I do have one thing for open discussion. I am sad to announce we will be losing one of our board members. She is moving out of the school district. It is Kristen Zook. I'm very sad to see her leave. She was a good input on our board. That being said, we obviously will need a new board member. If anyone is interested in filling her role, please reach out to me. Again, thank you for all of your dedication to the PTO.
So welcome.
I have nothing else for open discussion, and I'll pass it to you, Kristen. Do you have anything for Katya?
Nope.
Rebecca?
Nope, I don't have anything.
Mr. Briner?
You know.
Things are running very smoothly so far this year. Knock on wood.
Knock on Formica.
Yeah, whatever you are.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give it another 2 minutes, but that is all we have for this morning. Again, thank you for joining us. We appreciate everyone that does come on the live video and comments and lets us know.
Oh, this is not even really an open discussion point, but I get asked this quite a bit from different parents. Any activities that are happening within the school, yes, you need to wear a mask.
That will include holiday book bingo
That
next week.
includes book bingo next week, so make sure that whatever you come dressed up as, just like for Halloween dress up day at school, you still need to wear the mask. That includes like volunteering for any of the events in the school, you'll need to wear a mask. Outdoors, I believe the policy is you do not need to wear a mask, but when you are in the building, you need to wear a mask. This is also not something that the PTO decided. This is from like state government, so just
It's not up for discussion.
until the state government changes things, you just have to wear a mask. Expect to be wearing one. I believe the office does have disposable ones if you forget yours, but make an effort to bring one because we also all love our environment. Just wear the mask. Suck it up and wear the mask.
Alright, we will adjourn the meeting at 10:01. Thank you.
Oh, where's my end finish? There we go.